EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Second and 7. There's Wilson to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass. And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Make some good calls, offense. Time to shine, offense.
He'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Let's get that touch. Yes, let's get it. 6.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
We can see the goal line. You're so close. Boys, let's finish strong. Come on, let's score. Touchdown. You're so close. Right there, baby. Check it out. Take it to the end zone, fellas. Finish it up.
Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place, No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here's 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to change things up. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Chiefs sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 6. And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Here's Pacheco once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The first carry for Samaje Perine. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. We're scoreless after 1. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Second and 10. Here's Wilson. Setting up the screen to Pirine. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled him for just a short gain.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Take it together, all. Keep it together. Keep it together, you know. We got their defense rattled. Let's go.
Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 9 yards, not quite enough. And they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag routes are pretty good when you run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They run it with P. Ryan on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's in the space, pass for 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with P. Ryan. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Looking to throw. Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Broncos 3, Chiefs 0.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I'd expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And down to the 36-yard line here. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a toss left for Pacheco. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Patrick going to change the play. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So that Charles on season long right there.
And you know what's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A first catch for Jeudy, good for a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And Sutton will have the Broncos first down up to the 47-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It's third and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Keep it moving, offense. Keep it moving. All right, now, let's get in that end zone. Let's get deuce.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Now here's Mahomes. That one caught downfield by Watson. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Watson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A good hold in these run conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
Play some defense out there, boys.
From the gun, it's Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. First and 15 following the delay of game. A handoff now for Pacheco. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. On second down, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now third down and 6 to go. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. The Chiefs on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
I need the end zone or I'm going home.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Let's go, let's get that touch. Put some points on the board. I can see the goal line. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you're so close. Come on, let's go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Now a run with Pacheco. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Handshakes, hugs, and smiles. It's been their day.
They try with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll run it now with Gray. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days where we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up 1st downs. That's what we just saw right there.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. That's taken in by Dulcich. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
They'll hand it to Pirine. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Wilson.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. And it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.